Do you want to ride your bike 100 miles? So do I. Today I'm going to do it, and I'm going to give you my 5 top tips as to how to get through it. Okay, so my first top tip for conquering your first 100-mile ride is to do it with a buddy. Find somebody who you know is perhaps a similar pace to you, or is happy to ride at a similar pace to you, that you can chat to all day. The miles go past so much faster. This is my friend Ben, and Ben's going to drag me through 100 miles on today, aren't you, Ben?
Hope so, yeah.
Please do. Tip number 2, I have to get this one done quick before Ben demolishes everything in front of him. Plan a cafe stop in, but more specifically, plan a cafe stop in that is past halfway. So we're about, what, 60 miles into the route? Yeah. So it feels like we've broken the back of it. So after the stop, we've got less than what we've done to do. It's really easy mentally to process, isn't it?
Downhill all the way back.
Yeah. Any recommendations for what a cafe stop should contain, Ben?
Good
Rocky
coffee,
roads, yeah.
good cake. Smaller queues would be ideal, but
yeah, not coming out on Mother and Sunday would be a great one. I've gone for a scone and a cake and a can of Coke actually instead of a coffee, so bit of a change. Okay, 100-mile tip number 3. I require Ben to hold this camera for me for this one. Ben, if you just keep that pointed in my general direction. Clothing, layers, wear stuff that you've worn before so you know it's not going to chafe, not going to rub. And today I've gone for layers because when you're going for a long ride, the temperature is going to change, the weather is going to change, particularly if you're based in the UK. So jersey, arm warmers, gilet, bibs, leg warmers, you can take all that stuff on and off and adjust your temperature ever so slightly. Whereas if you're in like a, I don't know, Ben, a perfetto jacket like Ben has, if it gets warm later, he is going to be sweating, whereas I'm going to be taking this gilet off and getting a bit of fresh air. So yes, layers, clothing, think it through. Tip number 4 is all to do with your bike. So plan it out at least the day before. Go through your tyres, your drivetrain, clean it. A clean bike is a fast bike. Make sure you carry some spares, batteries in your lights, all those sorts of things. Prepare for everything. You don't want anything to get in between you and finishing that ride. So I use the wax drivetrain supplied to me by NRG Chains, and that enables me to do these long rides, potentially back-to-back days and so on. And although the bike is absolutely ditched because I'm halfway around this ride, the drivetrain is actually in pretty good condition, especially the chain. So yeah, prepare your bike, test it all out, use stuff you used before, and hopefully no mechanical will stand in your way. This is a bonus tip. Don't be like Ben, having to fill another bottle up. Bring plenty of fluids with you. Have 2 bottles on your bike, pockets full of food and snacks. Ben only brings 1 bottle with him because he's probably concerned that I'm going to outclimb him, so don't be like Ben drinking from a hosepipe. Tip number 5, I'm conscious I haven't spoken about fueling, pacing. I figure those are pretty standard, but think about those things. Actual tip number 5, I can't take any credit for this because Ben did it. When you're planning your route, think about things you might need, shops, tailwinds, etc. And I also quite like planning a route that's not just like a straight out and back. You do some zigzags or some loops or something. So if you don't feel great or if things aren't going to plan, you've got options to cut the route shorter. Sometimes that's not good for you mentally, knowing there's an option to go shorter, but sometimes it is pretty handy. Now today, we are not going to need any shorter routes. We are 93.5 miles in, and the shortest way home is straight home, and that is going to tip us up to 100 miles. So well done, Ben. Thank you very much for joining me today. Let's get 100 miles done and dusted. I'll leave the stats on screen. Let me know down below how you got on during your first 100-mile ride or century ride, whatever you want to call it. If you've got any tips for other people, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're interested in this sort of thing, follow it in the comment section. Hit subscribe, hit like. Have I missed anything? That's all the internet stuff, isn't it? Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, then hit subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Enjoy your ride.